way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Arizona Cardinals. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check.
They run. Chubb. Into the secondary again. And finally brought down at the 38. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38.
51, Mike 51, exit. Right here, guys. Fight. Okay.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
On 2nd and 9, Kaiser nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Breon Body Calhoun, a sack coming off the corner blitz.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Okay. Check 13. Echo. On the ball.
Kaiser now. That's complete to Meredith. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What do we call them, run fits? Everyone was in the right place.
They go play action. Kaiser under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Kaiser. Well, the pressure gets to him again. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The first carry now. This is Johnson. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set. 19. Be a long day for you.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Where's that? 19. 24.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He finds his man Johnson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On second down, it's Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a third down.
37, 19.
From the gun, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And, look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
At their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll throw here. Kaiser. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, Kaiser. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And take it right on the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you...
Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Texans have taken the lead. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I talked with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, Kaiser. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Keenan Allen, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
We're set. Ready. Check. 31. Check back.
Throwing again is Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take
Catch
away
the
all
ball.
the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 11 now. Kaiser. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Mike 51. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
3rd and long for Kaiser. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And the Colts have opened it up a bit, leading by 2 scores. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 41, Kaiser. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
65, 65, 65. Shit, watch the shit.
Now Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Nick Chubb, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Watson now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. A final shot before the break. Watson buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Johnson, the intended target. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem? Every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 9, Kaiser gets it to Meredith complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Set, ready. Six you out, let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On 2nd and 12, Kaiser. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Check 53. Yeah, let's get set lunch.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. No take. Check. And no timeout.
From the 17, Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Hey, 31.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Following the interception, Kaiser. Allen's got it complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll run with Chubb. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Not today, you are. Not today. Go. Check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Tight dog.
They'll try again with Chubb. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Every day. Any day. Ready. Any weapon. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You ain't going nowhere. Shit. Chance. 164. Wait.
Now Kaiser. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
That's what he did. 19. Number 53. Mike 53. Go, go, go. Motion, motion. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. All you get is a headache. 29.
From the 39, Watson. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. T.J. Watt in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Mike is set. 19. I'm scared.
On second down, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. To throw on 3rd down, Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle there by Breon Body Calhoun. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb. he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Chubb. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Third and short yardage, Kaiser. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
Get ready, get ready.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, this is Johnson. And now running right through him. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Right there in the middle, 55. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Here we go, here we go. Big edge, big edge, big edge.
They begin this drive with Chubb. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
At the 25-yard line.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. 3rd and 10. Expect a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now Chubb running right. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's taken to the 26. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They're in the 4th quarter in Denver. The Broncos, they have taken the lead over the Raiders late. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. On first down, it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson, he's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for